Goals. You need a purpose to live. You need a goal to achieve. You need growth to be fostered to become the individual who automatically receives the results of the goal that you need. So while you choose to not become the best version of you, to not make a move in the direction of accomplishing what you know you want to accomplish, but you lie to yourself out of accomplishing that goal. Every time you seek to be more by putting more into yourself, by tracking that nutrition, by going to the gym, by picking up the book, by dropping the drugs, that is your soul yearning for you to become a better individual. Now, while you remain in the closet like a bitch, we're just going to demonstrate in front of you what the fuck and who the fuck you are not. Because every day we wake up with massive intention to overload ourselves and to compound that into a unbreakable, undeniable, unstoppable individual. And for you to sit there like a lazy piece of shit and need motivation, the definition of motivation is a reason to act. If you need a reason to get better in life, you're really just a low-level piece of shit. Now, while we remain high level, pursue the high quality with as much dexterity and accomplish every idea that turned into a possibility by fulfilling the action needed to accomplish that goal, to feed our soul with more energy and power by hyper-inducing it through our daily habits. Your habits are a reflection of you. Bitch, what the fuck are you reflecting? You look like a bitch. You have to make choices that align with the highest version of you. And if you're not doing that, you're definitely a bitch, and we see through you. You can fake a smile. You can sit there in denial, but every time you take a step backward is when we take a step forward, and we're marching relentlessly in your direction as you stand in our fucking way. And so you're either going to make the choice to become the best you all the time, every day, and you're going to create an unstoppable individuals by decimating the difficult habits that we assign to you once you join the community and once you start developing yourself in the highest versions, the highest image of yourself, to become spotless and flawless and to grow in every area of life. If you're living a purposeless existence, why the fuck do you exist? And why the fuck are you in my existential awareness when I have to exist and I'm choosing out of my free will to move through life with purpose, to feed other people's soul with the information they need to inform themselves to form into an unbreakable, undeniable, unstoppable individual, to create an individual who will get shit done and become the best version of himself for him and his people. While you sit there and watch TV, you jerk off, you pick up the bottle, we dropped all of that to make the moves you didn't want to make. You were too soft to drop what you needed to drop to take the steps to get to the top. So while you take steps down the staircase, we've been climbing that shit relentlessly every day we wake up, and we foster that gratitude. We foster that internal strength while you remain a fat piece of shit. And you're so fucking weak. It's fucking disgusting to be aware of you. When we wake up and we pursue that personal development with every bone in our body is quivering with the intention to be better. And then you sit there like a fat piece of shit, like an addicted piece of shit, while you have people watching you be that and you're not embarrassed. The fuck is wrong with you? You only live once, and your life is slowly decreasing as we speak. So if you're not in a rush to get shit done, it's because you're a comfortable piece of shit, and you should probably pick up a book about life because you're underexperienced and underdeveloped. And while you hate the truth, understand that the truth is the only thing that's going to set you free. So you might as well embrace that you're a bitch and make a change to not be one. Because every time you lie to yourself out of you say you're not a bitch, but then you drink away your fucking life. You say you're not a bitch, but you sit there and eat chips on the couch watching Netflix. The fuck is wrong with you? This is what... Guys, if you're not taking steps forward to become the best you, guys, you're just lost in life. This is why you need a goal to direct you, to have a direct instruction of where you're going. If you're in the middle of the ocean, aka life, and you don't have a direction of where to go, you're going to be a fucking float in the middle of the ocean going nowhere. And most of you are drifters in life. So when we look at Napoleon Hill, when we look at Outwitting the Devil in his book, he speaks on drifters. A specific individual who drifts their entire fucking life amounting to nothing. Don't be that bitch and pick up a book, pick up the self-development, and channel the energy that you channel into the self-destructive habits to construct a unbreakable, non-destructible individual. It's that simple. Everyone wants to be at the top of the mountain. No one wants to climb that shit. Everyone wants to talk the talk. No one wants to walk the walk. They all want to be real. They all want to be that guy. But when it comes down to it, I will suffer, we will suffer more than you for longer than you. We will do more than you for less. And when we get more, now we're definitely going to shove that shit in your face while you sit there like an insecure piece of shit. There's nothing worse on the planet than an insecure piece of shit. When you walk in the store and his girl is looking at you and he gets mad at you and not that bitch in the mirror that could have had his girl all upon him, but he was too much of a pussy to fix that bitch in the mirror. Look in the mirror and deduct yourself and reduce yourself to what the fuck you are, because you are the worth of your life, but the worth is directly correspondent to the work you put into yourself. So when you don't put work into yourself, bitch, you're worthless and valueless by factual evaluation. Because while we were hyper-inducing value by every book, this is metaphysical labor. We are laboring for metaphysical materials to be more smarter than you in every area of life. So when you don't even know how to count your macros, when you don't even know the difference between internal and external worlds, to have a mind constructed to decimate any fucking task, run up any blueprint in life, to become that guy, actually to be and become the best version of you by putting that into yourself, by inducing the value, by being grateful and taking steps with gratitude to fulfill the task you need to fulfill to become that best version of you. No one wants to put in the effort of life. They just want the results. Bitch! While you wanted the results, we wanted the growth. So now when we have the results you want, shut the fuck up about that pussy, insecure shit that, it's just a reflection of the piece of shit, fat bitch in the mirror that could have taken accountability or responsibility for that bitch. I mean, it's really simple. If you see your life has a problems and you don't fix it, bitch, don't channel it onto the people who are actively running up the, solution to create a solutionary pathway. Literally, you got fucking neurons in your brain. Can you fire them off to create a neurological pathway to correspond to a outcome that is going to be for your benefit, instead of sitting there like a fat piece of shit eating ice cream on the fucking couch while you jerk off and watch Netflix? What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck do you exist? If your existence isn't correlating to higher outcomes for everybody around you, if you can't be so fucking real where everyone just resonates you on a deeper level than their fucking false identity that they've created by social conditioning, when you operate on a level of truth, everything just flows to you. Guys, the goal is flow state. You need to maximize yourself and you need to maximize your energy expenditure. And when you fall in love with the work, well, now the worth of the work is going to be high quality and it's going to correspond to you becoming the individual you always needed and you need to become, to be purposeful and to move through life with just absolute imperium, to have an imperialistic will, to be an imperialistic individual, and to fuck off with the powerless hominoids that sit there as insecure pieces of stifling bitches that never ever realize that they're failing at being a fucking organism, especially if you're not sober and fit. Bitch! If you're not sober and fit, what the fuck? The monkey is sober and fit. If you're not sober and fit, you're failing at being a fucking primate. Self-development community, link in the description. One-on-one mindset coaching, link in the description. Get you a coach for your mind to construct the individual you always needed. And absorb the content, absorb the energy, channel that energy into your internal construction. And once you construct that individual internally, it's going to reflect externally, because you experience the world as you are, not as it is. This is why every individual has a unique perspective on life. Now, the higher quality your soul is, the higher quality you'll experience. So the only goal of personal development is to increase in quality as an individual. So don't be an existential crisis and don't be a low quality piece of shit. Make a move to become higher quality every day. Peace.